Hey guys, this is Nick with Northwest Open Season, and today I'm going to show you how to pour inexpensive and environmentally friendly fishing weights for sturgeon fishing or catfishing or bottom fishing, whatever you want to do. Alright, check it out. Alright guys, so what we have here is just some of the things that you're going to need to pour your own fishing weights. We bought these silicone popsicle molds for about $2 each, and then we have another ice cube tray, silicone, that we bought. This was a little more expensive at like $15, but the good thing about silicone is that you can reuse it over and over again and it never wears out. What we use for our hooks for the top of the weight is just a simple paper clip. We're going to pour the cement and we're just going to put this into the top, and we're going to set the cement so that it forms around this, and then that way later on you can attach your line or your swivel to the top of that. We're going to use some water. Then we have some tools. We just got these at the dollar store. Nothing fancy, just some kind of a bowl and a mixing spoon. And we chose this style so that we can pour it out the spout. And then this is what we're using for the weights. This is Cementol. We bought this from Lowe's. It's a 25-pound box, and it cost us about $17. And so you can imagine how many weights this will pour for $17. And so now we're going to show you how to mix this stuff up and pour it in the molds. Okay, so we're going to mix this stuff up and we're going to pour it. And the stuff that we're using, Cementol, is actually a cement, not a concrete, so there's no aggregate in it. It's completely smooth. And it's got a rapid set 1 hour work time, or 1 hour set time, shorter working time than that. It says to use a 4:1 ratio, but we don't technically measure that out. We just kind of mix water until we get a consistency that we like for pouring. So yeah, I just kind of filled these things up really quick like. What we're going to do is we're going to pour a couple of these style, then we're going to pour one of these cannonball styles. So I got my concrete in my bowl. I'm just going to start adding water. We might need to add more concrete. We'll see. Okay guys, so that's kind of the consistency we're looking for. It's still pourable. A little thinner than you probably would mix it to use it normally. Please work, please work. With these smaller holes, it might be helpful to use a funnel if you have it on hand. We don't have one, so we're just kind of pouring slowly. That's a big cavity. Okay. Okay guys, so we got our popsicle molds full. We have a little bit of extra, and you don't want to pour this stuff down the drain in your house or outside in the catch basins or any of that kind of stuff, because it can be a fine. So what we do is we just pour the excess into an extra container, and eventually it'll just set up in there and you can throw the container away. Okay guys, so we got this poured up. Just going to tap it a little bit to smooth it out. Just going to take the paper clip this side down with all the bends going down. I'm going to put that down into the cement so that that locks in as it sets up. Just going to push that straight down in there, about like that. 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 So I'm going to tap this just a couple more times just to make sure that it settles evenly around the paper clip. Okay guys, so the working time on this is about 10 minutes, and then full set time will be about an hour, and then we'll be able to pull these out of the molds and see what they look like. Okay, so we waited about 2 hours after we poured these up, and so now we're going to pull these out of the molds. So these silicone molds do really well with the cement. There's a little bit of moisture that builds in there, but see, they come right out. It's nice and smooth. There's our paper clip that we put in the top for our hook, and we can reuse these as many times as we want. Just like that. Alright, there's our cannonball shape. So we have two different shapes here. They're both 8 ounces. We weighed them. So this is more of the style that we'll use for the bank, and this is more of a style that we'll use out of the boat. But either way, they work really well. They're cheap, they're easy to make. And if you break these off and you leave them, it's not as harmful to the water as breaking off lead all the time. So anyway, we're going to try to get out and use these here pretty soon, and we'll add a video on how to use these fishing for sturgeon. All right, thanks for checking it out, guys.